Coach G.
Coach, not exactly your garden variety win, but I guess coming out and getting it has to feel pretty good.
Well, it's just different. I mean, I tell my wife all the time, there's not a clock in our game the day there was. Because she always wants to know what time I'm gonna be home. And but it was good. I mean, Harris was the difference in that game. I mean, the home runs, provided us the cushion, and when Harris was the difference. I mean, I thought at that moment, at that time, what he did to come in there with the bases loaded, I mean, really saved that game for us and won that game for us.
How did the approach change coming out of the rain delay, knowing you only had so many hours left to play?
Well, I mean, I think you just got to play. You don't play 5 or 6 innings because in our game you don't know how many innings you're going to get in. But I mean, you saw late there. I mean, we made our 9th inning substitutions defensively, and so what is that you play the clock. I guess is what you do. It's different. I've not been in that situation much, but it was fortunate we got a win.
Coach, pretty good way for your seniors to go out.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Chris Gossick had a great series, and I couldn't be happier for him. Jake Harris. I mean, every one of them. Just really thrilled. Hey, I keep telling you guys, these guys are great young men, and they believe, and it's just been a lot of fun to coach these guys every day.
With the second half of the season going so strongly, how do you guys feel heading into conference right now?
Well, I would hope they're confident and they feel good because we got the results that we expected. We expected in our program. So, I mean, they're a loose group, and they're focused, and they want to win. One thing I noticed early in the year, even when we were losing games, is it was. I've been in this for a while. I mean, it really crushed them. I mean, you can see it in their eyes and you can see the way they look. With this generation, sometimes you don't know, but you could just sense that. And, they worked their rear end off to get here.
Can you kind of talk about the talent level in the conference? I mean, there was a chance coming into today there was going to be a 5-way tie for first. I mean, talk about that going into the conference tournament, how even teams are balanced, I guess.
Well, the teams are. I mean, and I think, for us to win 6 series with any given day, anybody can beat anybody, tells a little bit about what we've accomplished down the stretch. But the conference is even, so I think it's going to be a great tournament. And so, it's going to be, the team that plays the best every day. We just got to, again, I mean, I hate to go back to the old adage, we got to play every pitch. And, it's going to be a really wild tournament.
Who do you think the biggest competition in conference is going to be?
If you looked at this year, every team.
That's right.
I mean, every team. There's not a team that can beat you on any given day. So.
Coach, obviously, you're looking at playing UCF either way today, have to win or lose in the next round. Is it big to you to be able to beat them anyway?
No, I don't know. I mean, I think both teams get the same number of bats. I try not to overanalyze those kind of things. I mean, we're on a neutral site. Certainly there's an advantage to being a home team and playing at home. But when you're on a neutral site, I mean, you get the same number of bats. But I guess why does everybody choose home? There's got to be some advantage. But, no, I mean, they got a good club, and we're just going to have to get ready to go play.
Coach, one thing. What are you going to be emphasizing most this week?
Well, I mean, just to. The message I've been sending to them, through this whole thing is, when we started this little stretch at Tulane on Friday, I told them every day as we've kind of mounted our success is that, the Dykes game's no different than the Friday night game at Tulane when we were 1-5. So I think we're going to keep emphasizing those things, that today's game is no bigger than any game we play. We just got to go out, play relaxed, play loose, and have some fun.
Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Coach.
All right, so you came in quite a jam, were able to get out of it. Can you just talk through that inning?
Yeah, I just came in trying to get either a pop-up strikeout and then a ground ball double play and let my defense work behind me. And I was just able to, get a pop-up and then strike out the next 2 batters and get us out of that and get us back in the dugout.
You're a senior, I mean, in your last home game here that had to feel good to come in that situation and get the job done and then close out the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a good way to go out and get us into the conference tournament rolling on a win. And, after all the rain this morning and everything, it was nice to come out and, finish on a high note my career regular season.
Talk about going into conference tournament. You guys they must have a lot of confidence, especially the way you guys have been playing out for the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely have a lot more confidence than we did at the beginning of the year. Our hitters are really carrying the pitching staff right now. If we can just, limit our runs given up to about 2 or 3 a game, I know our hitters are going to come through and we have a really good chance of winning.
It was a great job in that pressure situation. Do you go into those situations with a different mental approach or the same one every time?
Yeah, I just try to stay even keel, stone face on the mound and not show a lot of emotion. Just one pitch at a time, 1 out at a time, and that's all you can control.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Ben, not exactly your most traditional win with the way it ended, but you got to be happy with yet another series for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we had a lot of rain this morning, unfortunately, but we came out. We had one goal. That was you know, carry this last game and win, and going in a conference tournament next week with a little momentum.
Got to be happy with the grand slam. Got every piece of that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. He threw me 2 sliders, and then surprisingly threw me a fastball inside, and you know, that's usually my cookie hole right there. And I hit it real well, and you know, I was glad to, you know, just man, it was unbelievable.
Pretty good swing.
Yeah.
Things got a little dicey in the later innings, I guess, but Harris came in and just talk about his performance to keep the game.
Oh, big time. He's been here for 4 years, and he's very mature in that area. He's been through that before, and you know, there wasn't any side of worry in him, and you know, we trust him, and that's what he did. He did out and did his job, so I'm really proud of that.
What did you guys do during the long rain delay to keep yourself focused on the game?
Just relaxed, ate a little couple bananas, granola bars, and just, you know, they kept feeding us, so we stayed focused, and that's tough to be focused that long after a rain delay, but we stayed in it, and I'm glad we got the win.
Were you aware of the 3 o'clock rule going in, or?
No, I wasn't until we started the game. What was it, the second inning after the rain delay? They told us that we only had, you know, a couple hours to play, or hour and 40 minutes, and we had to stop at 3 o'clock. So I just knew that a couple innings ago. So a little weird, but I'll take the win.
After tying together all these series wins here lately, how do you guys feel going into the conference tournament?
We feel great. We have some things to work on, obviously, but you know, it's always good to have a little momentum going into the next week. So that's good.
Thanks, Ben.